Hello, my loves. How are you doing? Welcome back to Moonday Messages. Thank you so much for being here. I would appreciate you if you could subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment it. It helps so much with the algorithm and it helps with growing the channel. I try to show up every day for you if it's on my social media, my newsletter, or here on YouTube. So please show up for me. Help a sister out. Thank you so much. Let's go into the messages right away. So this upcoming week is really about going into allowing yourself to be curious about life. Expect to go into an adventure, be excited for an adventure, be open to the energy that wants to come through you, because when you let it flow, when you surrender to the things that are falling away and the things that are coming into your life, this is when you are being shown the next step of your path. So for everyone, and I'm sure this is a lot of people of you that feel stagnancy, it really is about you letting that thing that wants to come into your life come in by being open to receive, being open to collaborate, being open to a different path, to a different way. A lot of you are also in an energy where they do want to change something big. Might it be a different career, or moving away from a 9 to 5 and starting entrepreneurship. Whatever it is, I feel there's like a big shift upon a lot of you right now. It can also be in the personal life, maybe getting married or getting a divorce or whatever. It's like something that will alter your life. This is what is coming up. And for a few of you, it's actually that you wish for this to happen, but there's no indication yet that it's happening. So whatever that energy is for you, it really is about the emotional experience and learning from this situation, being curious about what life wants to show you, because this energy is going to lead you into leadership. This is where money and well-being is coming in, resources that you can then use to the benefit of your family, your community, your following, right? So whatever it is you feel called to do is connected to a specific, dare I call it a fear even. Like it's not just avoidance. There is fear and anxiety around this. Like it is really about you being seen, you moving into an energy where you expose more of yourself. And this is why this is scary. But there is an opportunity that wants to present itself to you. So be open. Be open to expect the unexpected, right? Like it's really about allowing that thing to come in because it tries to come in, right? And then another feeling that I was getting when I was meditating, so before I do these videos, I scry with fire. So I look into fire basically and get into the state that I'm getting into when I start channeling. And these are the things that were coming through. And then also I look into the human design and astrology transits. So it's a mix out of everything that I'm telling you here, right? I'm getting the transits, I'm looking at the transits first, and then with that awareness I go into my meditative state. So another thing that came up while I was in meditative state after I channeled all of the things that I already told you right now, what I saw was a tiger with 3 eyes, like a tiger with like normal eyes, and then his third eye was awake, and basically his third eye was open. And that tiger was coming closer and closer and closer, like with heaps, right? Like when they are hunting something, it was coming closer and closer and closer, and I could feel the fear coming up. So like the tiger represents that fear. But what happened next is when I was like, okay, let me just like open up. So what I did was like opening up my chest to receive in that moment in meditation. And that tiger came so close that I thought it's gonna eat me now. But what happened is it like jumped into me energetically. So this is when my guides were saying like, this is what needs to happen. You need to integrate that fear. And I was like, that is interesting, that terminology, to integrate fear and not to overcome fear. or, you know, step through the fear. Like it was integrating the fear. And while I was asking Spirit, why integrating fear, the answer was because there is some shame connected. I'm going to read it from my notes. There's some shame connected to this fear. That's why you are ignoring it instead of healing and integrating it. This is what creates the stagnancy you are feeling in your life right now. That you are not allowing yourself to integrate that fear by welcoming it with open arms. So basically, taking that step that you are avoiding because it gives you so much fear is what is going to propel you into this next level. This is not going to like you integrate that fear, or you're like you know like you face that fear and then you understand where it's coming from and then you start healing it and then you integrate it, and then in the next second you are going to be in the next life or the next day or whatever. But like this is the stepping stone to the new path that you're praying for. Okay, so these were the notes. Just while I was saying all of that, because like me again doing this movement of like opening up my chest, Spirit was telling me that that is actually a thing that you guys should be focusing on opening your heart chakra, right? Like a heart chakra opening meditations on YouTube. You can Google it, for example, or just envision being surrounded by a green light, or a green light coming from above, integrating itself into your body, and then you start to see it accumulating around the chest area, and just like help it by like move your body more open while you envision these things can help as well. But there are a lot of YouTube videos that you can just check and go from there. Okay, let me check in one more time before I go into the cards if something else is coming up. Yeah, it's just Spirit is really just repeating the fear is the okay, so like he was in like Spirit, I didn't hear a voice this time, but they showed me when something falls into place. What they showed me exactly, I don't know the English word for it, but like these wheels in watches with these little teeth. Please tell me in the comments what the name of these things is. And they were like, you know, facing into each other. Like it was turning and then it integrated and like continued turning. This is what I saw. The fear part, that integrating of that fear part, taking that step, is what is going to kickstart that new cycle for you. So there is something you are avoiding. It might be something around finances. It might be a conversation you know you need to have. It might be a boundary that you know you need to set. For a few of you, it's really going to be around some responsibilities. That's why I'm feeling business, career, money, finances energy. But for the rest of you where that does not resonate, it might be something personal. So having a conversation that you're avoiding, or something similar. And that is what is connected to that fear for you to bust that bubble so you can go into the next level of understanding. Okay? Okay. Let's see what the cards have to say. Okay, Spirit. What else is it? Like the collective needs to know for this upcoming week. What is it that we need to know? For everyone that does not know it, I'm using my Human Design Oracle deck for these messages to confirm the messages that came through. I'm going to put the link in the captions of the video if you are interested in that deck. So you're like, there's a link for the wait list, because I'm working on distributing it worldwide, which is a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. So it's taking a little bit longer than I anticipated. So that's why there's a wait list. Okay. Okay. Now that I talked so much shit about my own stuff into the cards, let's shuffle again. What is it that collective needs to know, Spirit? One more. Okay. Let me get that card that just fell down. Okay, so first card that came out was Mountains. That might be a conversation you need to have. Is there someone in your life you know you need to talk to, but you are avoiding this conversation because it's uncomfortable? Or maybe it is a conversation you need to have with yourself. Pay attention to your thought patterns during this time. What is coming up for you frequently? How do you talk to yourself recently? Don't be so hard on yourself. Okay, so that's exactly what came through. There might be a conversation that you need to have. When it comes to the ones that feel more resonance with having a conversation with yourself, I feel like it really is about you needing to make a decision. You just have to make that decision. That overthinking that is happening as long as you're not making a decision is what keeps you stuck. This is what keeps you in the loop of not being able to move to the next step. Making the decision and trusting that it's the right one, because I truly believe there are no wrong decisions at the end of the day. So just make the decision with conviction, trust it, and then work with that energy, work with that decision, make it happen. Okay, whatever decision it is that you make, I would obviously recommend to go for the one that you are scared of because of what came through, because the path to growth is do the things you feel resistance to. Okay, the fastest track to growth is do the things you feel resistance to. I just posted that on Threads today. So yeah, there's a conversation that you need to have, there's a decision that you need to make. Okay, and then we have light codes. Get into the sun today. Spirit asks you to receive messages in the most natural way, basking in the sun. 15 minutes a day is highly recommended to be healthier. But not just that, the sun holds light codes that activate us so we fuse with our highest self and become more of ourselves. It's time you prioritize these moments of pure bliss in your life. Okay? So some of you actually are able to receive a little bit more guidance around the thing that you feel resistance to and that you are scared of when you actually go into the sun. Go outside, be in nature, ground yourself, but specifically receive the wisdom, the understanding, the aha moments from the sun rays, right? Like you're really asked to do that. It's very interesting that we have like such naturey cards that came out, because on the bottom of the deck we have fantasy. You love to daydream, bring in fantasy you create in your head and heart. This is your way of visualizing whatever it is you want to magnetize into your life. Understand that this energy is extremely potent right now and should be practiced daily. Trust that whatever it is you are fantasizing about should be your focus at the moment. Understand that your dreams, while you are visualizing them during this time, are already put into motion to come into existence. And fantasy, and then this also very naturey. She sits on the moon and there are flowers around her. So I really feel like a few of you maybe have been stuck at home a little bit, or not stuck, but chose to be in hermit mode, and it's time for you to step outside again. It's time for you to step into the sun. It's time for you to step into the air, the nature, the outside world, full stop. Okay? A few of you might actually have like a little bit of a depressive face right now, so you have been just chilling at home, being at home alone, and there are a lot of things that might not really work out the way you wanted them to, but that is just the spirit's way of showing you that these things that you want to happen are still energetically connected to the old version of yourself, and you are meant to step into the new version of yourself where this energy does not align anymore. Okay, they're just giving me this right now. So this is why it is necessary for you to take that step that you are so scared of, having that conversation, making that decision, something around responsibilities for some of you. It is important for you to do that because this is what is going to usher in the new energy that is in alignment with the version of yourself that you're envisioning. Okay, so that's why it's important that you envision that part, that not that part, but that new version of yourself. Envision how they are carrying themselves. Envision how they are stepping into this goal, into this thing that you are manifesting, into this thing that you want to do, right? And maybe a few of you are like, oh, Jana, I don't even know what it is that I want right now. That is my problem. Okay, but you probably know a first step to take in order to get more clarity around that, right? Do that. That is the step that you need to take. Or have that conversation with someone, asking them for help, asking them for support, right? And then we also have channel. Your channel to the universe and source is highly activated right now. Downloads are rushing in to guide you to the next level. Listen. You might have ringing in your ears more frequently recently. Pay attention to when exactly it's happening. Who are you with? Where are you? What are you saying, thinking, or doing? Trust your intuition regarding what the ringing means at each moment. Okay? But usually, if it's a ringing in the left ear, that means growth. You are in a growth period. Things are moving, things are shifting. So your energetic body is recalibrating to that new version of yourself. It is recalibrating to that new energy that this new version of yourself is embodying. Okay, so you are quite frankly in the middle of a transformation, like on the physical level, right? Like on the physical level, so that it is your energetic body that is changing, but it, like the waves from this energetic body changing are so high that you feel it in your physical body through ringing in your ears. When it comes through the left ear and it's a high-pitched ringing, not like just dee and then it's gone, but like a little bit longer, but high-pitched, then left ear, this is a growth period. If a high-pitched same sound but comes through the right ear, this is usually when spirit tries to connect to you. So why this is coming up is maybe because some of you are clairaudience, so you hear things in songs, or you hear things other people are not hearing, or you quite frankly hear messages from spirit like I do. Okay, so for me it's also coming through in the right ear. So just pay attention to where this ringing is coming from, because when it's coming through the right ear, there's a message that wants to come through. And in order to help you to receive that message, you now know what to do. Light codes, go into the sun, be in nature, right? And take that action step, man. It's really about the action step. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm talking to myself. I'm reading myself to filth here as well. I just made that step that needed to happen maybe an hour ago, and I feel so much lighter, even though there's no solution to that problem that I'm dealing with at the moment yet. But it feels better to have taken the responsibility to take a step towards handling it, right? So have that conversation, take that step, get out there. You need to be seen. We want you to be seen. We want to see you. It is time for you to step into your leadership. It is time for you to step into the next level. And that is also what the human design transits are saying. This is what I was saying in the beginning, like being open for adventure. So right now, the sun is transiting gate 35. So another thing that you could do right now, if you're interested, if you know your human design and you have your chart, you can see if the gate 35 is activated within your chart. It is coming from the throat, I believe, the 35. And that is about adventure, learning, curiosity, being open for the new, being open for collaborations, all of the things that I said in the beginning. And then on Friday, we are moving into gate 45. This is leadership, money and well-being, resources that you can then use to the benefit of your community, of your family, of your tribe, right? So we are moving from gate 35, being open to receive, being open to see what you haven't seen before or until now, connected to that action step that you need to take, what came through channeling. This is what will usher you on Friday into more opportunities when it comes to leadership in that area of your life. Okay, the gate 45, you can also check if that is activated in your chart. So what that means, if it already is activated, that means 35 up until Friday, and as from Friday on for a few days, 45, if these gates are activated in your chart, so there's color in that gate, that means that this energy will be amplified and even stronger. If it is not defined in your chart, then it means it will be defined during that time. So make use of that. Okay, this is why I'm integrating these gates, because it has like so much tangibility of how exactly you can take an action step during that time to usher in that new energy that wants to come through. Okay, so this is a collective message. So this is for everyone. It does not matter what astrology sign you are. It does not matter what energy type you are in human design. Let me know if you want more specific videos, like going into the energy types in human design, or going into the zodiac signs, or into the elements. Do you want more precise, more tailored around your energy of who you are kind of videos? Then let me know. I need to see that I have enough people that are following this channel, that are into engaging with that channel, so that I can see that it makes sense for me to put more energy into this. Do you feel me? Okay, thank you. So that was the message. I think it was really clear, and I love it because it really allows you, like, it gives you an action step what to do, right? It helps you to actually know what to do next, and then it already gives you the energy of like how you can channel that information if you don't know yet what to do next, and that will usher you into that next level. Like, it's very clear, a very clear message. So go get it. Usher yourself into the next level. I love you. Thank you for being here.